Let me ask you a question. Do you want to make more money? You probably answered yes. Now, let me ask you a different question. Do you want to make a lot more money? If you're like me, that's probably a heck yes question. Okay, so you want to earn more. Question time again. Do you have 5 minutes every couple of days to put into earning a lot more money? 5 minutes per day. Remember, I'm just asking questions here. No commitments. But if you answered yes, then I have one more question for you. If I could offer you the chance to make a lot more money, and I'm talking in the hundreds of thousands a year here, with about 5 minutes work a day, would you jump at that opportunity? Because this is exactly what this webinar is all about. Welcome to the Mass Profit Sites Training Seminar. I'm Melford Bivens. In this short presentation, I'll show you how to make huge piles of cash in minutes a day, without any special skills, without any computer knowledge, without a huge financial or time commitment. And I'm not going to do it by hinting at some magic system or making vague references to some half-thought-out piece of junk software that doesn't do what the pitchman says it will do. I will actually show you. I will prove to you that this is a 5-minute-a-day job, and I will prove to you it can earn over $169,000 a year just by following my special 5-click formula. Once this is over, you will know exactly how my software works. There is only one thing you might call me on. You might say, "Hey, Melford, you said 5 minutes, but it's actually more like 2. True enough. But until you see it, that's kind of hard to believe. So let's stick with 5 until you know how I can turn those few minutes into $169,000 a year. That's an incredible $463.34 per day, every day on average. That's how much I earn following my 5-click formula, and I'm going to share the exact way I did it. Not in the distant future or when you buy my software, but right here, right now, in this very video. Now, I'm not promising this, or this, or even this. Anyone who promises you millions of dollars with no work is almost guaranteed to be lying. And I'm not going to lie to you. So when I talk money, there's just one figure I want you to remember. $463.34 per day. That's how much I've earned using my software. Not millions per year, not even $500,000. I doubt you could make that much, although I'd love to have you prove me wrong. But I have been earning up to $463.34 per day. Just so you know what that translates to, it's $3,243.38 a week, $14,093.26 per month, and $169,119.10 per year. It's not millions and millions of dollars, but it could help you secure your future with this, or maybe someone else's future, like this. In other words, it's simply a legitimate and attainable business that anybody can do. How did I come up with $463.34? Simple. It's an average of what I was able to earn by following my simple 5-click formula. Sometimes more, up to $1,100 per day. Sometimes less, only $100 or $200 a day. I'm not an expert or a whiz kid. I'm just a regular guy. And the reason I can do this is very simple. A lot of people know what to sell on the internet. A lot of people know how to sell on the internet. But very, very few people, only the lucky guys at the top of the pyramid, know precisely when to sell on the internet. My software, which you'll see working in a moment, almost completely automates the process. It decides what to sell and how to sell it based on what is selling best on the internet at the very second you click your mouse. Then, with no input from you besides one more click of the mouse, it publishes a professional quality website selling that product immediately. In other words, you literally leap straight into the market, selling the best-selling product on the internet without having to do research, without any programming skills, without waiting for the big boys to soak up all the profits. It's one of the most incredible leaps forward in the history of selling on the internet, and it relies on nothing more than a simple 5-click formula that anybody can do in just a couple minutes. Now, I should make some things clear so that you know what to expect. In order to make this work, you don't need to create a product. You don't have to do any marketing. You don't have to do any customer service. You don't have to deal with payments or refunds. You don't have to worry about shipping or web maintenance, spreadsheets, or even hiring employees. You just use my 5-click formula. And that's literally all there is to your new business. Once you click 5 times, you will have a live revenue-generating website that is selling the top products on the internet. You'll have it in just a couple minutes, and you'll get to keep it for as long as that product is on sale. It's the fastest, easiest, most revolutionary way to make money on the internet since Google figured out advertising. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you precisely how it's done. In fact, I'm going to demo the entire process from start to finish. No teasers and no hints. The actual full program. It will take about 3 or 4 minutes, and you'll even be able to see the resulting website live on the internet. Remember, you don't have to figure out what to sell. You don't have to figure out how much to sell it for. You don't even have to figure out who to sell it to. Everything from selecting the best-selling products to publishing a business-class website is done for you. So let me recap for a moment. The number that I stand by, that I have earned personally, is $463.34 per day on average. That's about $169,000 a year. Let me also remind you that these numbers are completely real. And there are other ordinary people in this market with no special skills earning that kind of money right now. And the last thing I want to say before I demo this software for you is that what you're about to see is the entire process, start to finish. No hidden gaps, no tricks or gimmicks. I'm not even speeding up the video because I don't have to. So please, watch carefully. First of all, I found us a stopwatch. Okay, ready? Let's start now. First, I bring you to the Mass Profit Site software. Then I input my ClickBank ID. This is so I can figure out how to pay you for the products you sell. It will take about 5 minutes to sign up the first time you use the software, and you can do it right through this link right here. So I'm just going to type in your CBID, and then we click Next. And that took, about 30 seconds. On this screen, you put in your Amazon ID so that you can also sell top-rated products on Amazon. This can increase earnings dramatically. Again, I know my ID, so I'll add it here. If you don't have one, it takes about 5 minutes to sign up. I'll show you how right through this link. So I'm just going to put in your Amazon ID. And then I'm going to hit Next. Maybe another 30 seconds. Okay, this next screen tells us what we're going to sell. It tells us the product, the category, and best of all, look at this, how much you can earn per sale. $178.88. Press Next. This next screen shows you your domain name. So here's your subdomain. Now we hit Next again. The work's done. All we have to do is confirm that we want to have our site built out. And then all you have to do is enter your email address, and all your details will be emailed to you. Now, let's go visit your site. And there it is. In 5 clicks, oh, stop the watch. In 5 clicks, in less than 2 minutes, you have a brand new website selling the top products on the internet right now. And that's it. Really, that's it. Does that look like something you could do? Of course it is. A trained hamster could do it. But just because it's easy for you doesn't mean it was easy for me. In the background, your website has been fully optimized for Google and Bing so that it drags traffic from all over the web directly to your new page. In fact, not only is it optimized now, I actually feed new content to it every week so that the search engines know that your site is active, important, and real. That's huge. I have never heard of anybody offering to update your site every week. It means that once you start making money, you should be able to continue to make money. It's not a fly-by-night operation. It could actually last, even make you money for years. With that kind of fresh, exciting content delivered every week, the site starts to convert visitors into sales. We already know that this is a great selling product because that's why the program picked it. So we know that your conversion rates could be very strong. And every time there's a sale, well, it's not me that gets the money, it's you. And let me make that point more strongly for a second. This is your site, not mine. I don't make 1 red cent from your work. Once you buy my software, that's it. Every sale is yours to keep, and that's a promise. Your website, your visitors, your profits. None of that revenue sharing guff that the other guys like to offer. This is yours for now and forever. You have a couple of options right now. There should now be a link below the video if you're ready to get started earning money in just a few short minutes. If you click on that link, it will take you to the purchase page, and within, let's say, about 15 minutes or so, you could have your first money-making website live. If you've seen everything you need to see, then click on the link now. But if not, please understand that I have to warn you of something. I have a limited number of licenses for this software. Think about it. I'm giving people the chance to earn good money with very little effort. If 1 million people buy my software, then everything about my business becomes overloaded. My servers, my programmers, he'd probably quit and join some billion-dollar startup. My ability to get your checks on time, I just couldn't cope. And since customer service is crucial to my success, and yours, of course, I won't do that. So I'm limiting the licenses I'm giving out. And if at any time and for any reason I feel uncomfortable about my ability to deliver the finest product, I will pull this offer immediately. That means I can't promise that you'll be able to join me if you wait. Your best chance to build this extraordinary business is to click on the link below right now. Remember, I'm not trying to snow you with some ludicrous income claim. $463.34 is a real attainable number that is possible to earn every day. So, will you give yourself the chance you deserve and start your online business right now? I hope so. My name is Melford Bibbins, and it's been a pleasure presenting Mass Profit Sites to you today. I wish you the best of luck with your new business. Please, click the link below to get started now.